you guys are probably like, what in the world is going on? Because we are in a new space today. And the reason why we're in the kitchen, you guys have probably seen from the title, is I want to show you guys all of my kitchen essentials that I feel like I use on a daily or weekly basis. And I feel like I've had so many questions from people just asking what things I use on a day-to-day basis and what are the best cups or plates or serving bowls or serving trays, and I really just want to provide that to you guys all in one space. So I hope that you enjoy this video. You're going to see a lot of things from Crate & Barrel, you're going to see a lot of things from Target, and just a lot of other really great stores. So I'll link everything below, and I think there's only one item in this haul that actually isn't still available, and I will link a similar item, and everything else is still available, so you guys can shop it for yourself. And for the most part, most of everything is from either those two stores or Amazon, so you can just do one big haul and get everything for yourself. Maybe you're moving into a new apartment or a new home, or maybe you're someone who's just getting married and you're trying to add a couple things to your kitchen. I just wanted this to be a good space for you to kind of find everything that's like a basic that you might not think about. So let's get into this video. I hope you enjoy, and check out my Instagram if you guys want to just see any other things that I use on a day-to-day basis, because I post stories every single day. And let's get in this video, and I hope you guys get a lot of good items for your kitchen in this video. So the first item I want to share with you guys is this stunning pan, and you're probably thinking like, really, a pan? Like, this is not aesthetic, this is not like the vibe that you were probably going for initially, but I think that having a really good set of pans is so important. I actually got married about 3 years ago almost, and we literally did not ask for pots and pans for our wedding. I didn't have pots and pans in college that I purchased like a huge set. I just purchased one or two, and that was such a huge mistake because I was just constantly like washing the same pan over and over to try to cook a lot of different meals. And anytime I would cook a meal that had a lot of different dishes, it was almost impossible for me to actually make a really good meal because there was nothing to cook it in. So I really encourage you guys to spend the money on a really good set. You will not regret it, and you will have it for years to come. So this set right here is a really great one. It's from The Rock, and it's actually a non-stick pan. If you guys have seen over on Instagram on my stories, I cook a lot in this pan, and so I'm constantly sharing just the food that I make. I usually make eggs and things like that in it, and eggs really stick to pans if they're a pan that sticks pretty easily, and this one literally just run it under the water and all the little crumbs get out, and it's pretty much good to go. So I really recommend this, and it actually comes in an entire set, so you get a small pan, a bigger pan, a pot to boil things in, and a ton of other items as well. So I'll link it below. I got it as a gift for Christmas, and my husband and I have literally used it every day ever since. One of the pieces is literally used every single day. So yeah, I recommend this, and I feel like this is a great pan set. I've tried a lot of other pans that are like single pans, and they just kind of have tarnished over time or just haven't really done a really good job of giving us what we need, and this has been fantastic. So I'll link it below if you want to pick it up. Next time I want to show you guys is this beautiful glass. I feel like I used to, like all throughout college, I would just pick up wine glasses that didn't really have a stem, that were really inexpensive, or if I did pick up wine glasses with a stem, I would get like the little 4-pack that was like 4 for $1 at like Walmart, and I didn't really realize how much my drinking experience would be elevated by adding in a really nice glass. This glass is my absolute favorite, and I think I love it because it has this like geometric shape. I'm going to try to put it just down here so you guys can see, and the geometric shape really makes the glass just look really elegant, which I love. I also feel like it definitely holds a good amount of wine, and it's really sturdy. You guys know, if you follow me on Instagram, that I do not like to hand wash dishes, and if I buy anything that I have to hand wash, it literally is just never going to be used. So I have put this in the dishwasher, and it has been perfectly fine. You literally put it on the top rack and just kind of let it like lay instead of just sitting straight up, and it's perfect. I don't have to worry about it breaking. I've literally never broke one of these in the dishwasher or anything like that. It's just such a great glass. So I will link this one below. It's from Crate & Barrel, and I think it's a really great glass just to add into your collection because it's a really cool shape. And I think that's something that people naturally gravitate towards. Anytime I have friends over and we have glasses sitting out for people to choose from to like drink wine out of, this is usually the glass that they kind of reach for. So I love it, and I hope you guys do too, and I'll link it below if you want to pick it up for yourself. This next item I want to show you is this beautiful plate that's actually from Target. It's from the Hearth & Hand line with Joanna and Chip Gaines. I love this plate, and my husband does as well. It's actually the one that he reaches for the most, and we have a lot of plates. We have some plates from Pier 1, we have some plates from Target and Crate & Barrel and a lot of different places, but the reason why both of us reach for this is not only is it really aesthetic, it has just a really cool like ridging on the outside where it kind of sticks up a little bit, and so when you put your food into it, you can kind of like scrape your food on the side if you are like wanting to get the like those small last bits of your food. And I don't know, we just really love that. I also love cooking like really cool meals with like sauces and things, and sometimes if you have a plate that's just absolutely flat, it's really hard to cook things like that and have it on your plate because the sauce runs off or just the rice kind of falls off. And so this really helps to hold in your food just because it has this ridging on the outside. It's also just such a stunning color. It's not a white, but it's more of like a stone color. And there's a little bit of a speckling in it as well. So I really, really like this plate. I will say it does scratch, and so you definitely have to think about that. We actually purchased the smaller set of these probably maybe 2 years ago, and we've had them for about 2 years, and the inside kind of scratches a little bit where you can see it, but you can see that obviously we love this plate so much that we still had to go and purchase the bigger ones, and we purchased these this year, so it's so worth it even though it does scratch a little bit. Like I said, we've had the other plates that are this exact same plate, just smaller, for about I think 2.5 years, and so we love it so much that we had to go and get the bigger size. So I really recommend this. Like I said, it's from Target and they have a really great deal, so this is really affordable, but it's also really heavy. Kind of has that like really hard stone sound. It's definitely dishwasher safe, and I think that's a really good plate to add into anyone's kitchen. Next item I want to show you is probably one you didn't really expect to see in this video, but I feel like I use this so much that I just had to share, and it is this infuser from Amazon. And I love this infuser because I actually make my own chai, and I get my chai tea, or my chai, because I guess the word chai does mean tea, but I get my chai from Whimsy Tea, and they actually make it, and it's really fresh, and then I just put my chai into here. There's actually an infuser that goes in the inside where you can stick the chai in, and the water just kind of like sits on the outside, and so you can just infuse the whole drink for yourself. And I make my own chai lattes, and I make them very similar to Starbucks because I literally buy sweet cream and I put it in there with it. It tastes so good and so similar, but the inside is actually in the dishwasher because I use it so often, and I actually had to rinse this out just to show you guys. I know you're probably thinking this is a really weird thing, or maybe I won't have time for that. I'm not a tea person, but if you're someone who likes to drink like boba tea, or you like to have chai lattes or things like that, having an infuser is great because you can buy the tea leaves really at an affordable price, and then you can just infuse it yourself and make it. I typically use my infuser like middle of the week or the weekend when I really just want to relax and have like a peaceful I don't know, experience, I guess. I feel like you could use it every day, but you definitely do have to wash it after you use it. I really love this. It's only roughly $13 or a little bit over, so it's really affordable. Give it a try. If you don't like it, then you just don't have to use it. But if you're someone who's constantly buying teas, you will literally make your money back just by buying this, because the tea bags that I purchased from Whimsy Tea are literally $10 for a bag, and the bags last for such a long time. So you can save so much money in just one purchase. Next item I have to show you guys is this bowl. Now you're probably thinking like, it's just a bowl. What are you showing us this bowl for? But I feel like there are not a lot of bowls this size, so I can rave about it and rave about it over and over again, but you can't really get the extent of how great this bowl is until I show you just a comparison. So this bowl is obviously really big, and I use this actually for salads, but just to compare, this is a regular bowl that you would use for just like cereal. It's definitely a lot smaller in comparison. The reason I like this bowl is because I feel like there are no bowls like it. It is so big and it's great for salads, and I feel like whenever I make salads, it's impossible to toss them in a regular size bowl. So I love this. I will link it below if you guys want to pick it up, and it gives you a lot of space for salads or for meat meals or for soups, and you can definitely put lots of things on it and you don't have to worry about it falling out of the bowl. So it's a great thing to add into your kitchen essentials, and I'll link it below if you guys want it for yourself. The next item I want to show you is the infamous cup. Now I say infamous because I use this cup every single day for my chai lattes, and I've had so many questions about where I got it, and a lot of questions just about how beautiful it is, and honestly I forgot where I picked it up. I picked it up so long ago that I literally did not remember. But this is actually from Target, and I've had it for a couple years. It has a really cool design on the outside of the cup, and I'll try to show you guys just like a little frame of me pouring my coffee. I feel like I actually didn't realize how important glasses are in comparison to mugs. When I first moved into my house, I literally only had mugs, and so like my husband and I would only drink out of mugs all the time, and now that I have glasses, I honestly can't imagine drinking out of mugs like every single day. I just really didn't see the difference in the two like items and why I should have a glass instead of a mug. But I love these, and I feel like they're just really aesthetic, they're really pretty, a great size, and they actually come in a half size if you want like a smaller glass as well. But I'm someone who really wants to have a big glass of whatever I get to drink, and this is about 8 ounces, I'm pretty sure. So like I said, this is from Target, and I will link it if you guys want to pick it up. I feel like there aren't a lot of glasses that look like this one, and it's just really pretty. And I think it would be a great essential to add into your kitchen, and Target, you guys know, has some of the best just home essentials, so I really recommend this one. This next item is something that I think everyone needs to own, but not everyone does own, and I feel like when you go from college to just like living on your own, you just don't really think about pans, and pizza pans are really important. My husband and I actually lived in our home for almost a year without a pizza pan, and we would literally put the pizza just on the rack of the oven. And I don't know if that's normal or if like other people do that, but I needed a pizza pan. I just didn't think that there was a reason to have it, and then I realized that the more things that I just kind of sat on the oven, it just got the oven like really dirty on the inside and caused more work for me. So I really recommend getting a pizza pan, but also other pans as well. This is from Airbake. It's very affordable and I really like it. I throw it in the dishwasher. Like I said, I do not keep anything in my home or really use anything day to day that can't be like put in the dishwasher. I really recommend this one. They also have a lot of other great pans that we also own because pans are really important. And so just make sure to get a pan if you're someone who you think that you don't really need a ton because you can kind of just use what you have. You're gonna need a pan. Another great thing about having just a pan like this one for pizzas is that there's obviously air holes in the inside, which just makes your pizza really crispy and really nice. So this is a great thing to have. I wish that someone had told me earlier to buy one of these so that my like inside of my oven would not become like so full of pizza crust, but here we are. It's nice and clean now, and I'm so glad that I own this pan. This item is an item from Amazon, and you guys are probably wondering like, I don't know how often I use this, and the question, or the answer to the question is often. I don't just even use this for just coffee. I use it for a lot of drinks because it's really wide. I also think it's super aesthetic. It's literally a mug, but it has like just a glass finish on the outside. I really like that, and I feel like whenever I start my day, I love starting it in a very like aesthetic way, and any cup that I can use that just kind of adds to that, I just get really excited about. So I love this one. The set actually is really affordable, very inexpensive, so I think that everyone should add these into their kitchen essentials. Like I said, that this is from Amazon, so it's really affordable. It'll come to your house really quickly. easily, and they're just really cute. So they're also good in the dishwasher. I throw mine in there and they're just fine, and I've also kind of thrown them in the sink and they haven't really broken or anything. So a stunning mug, and I really recommend it. The next item I have to show you is this absolutely stunning serving tray. And a lot of you guys that follow me on Instagram, you know that I typically stick with like neutrals, like whites, stone things, gray things. So you're probably wondering, why do I have this little blue tray? And the reason I showed you this tray and not the other trays that I own is because I really think that it's important to have a lot of items that are one tone, like neutrals like I have, but also to have a couple of like pops of color and accents. When you're serving with people in your home, if you have everything that's white or everything that's stone, everything that's gray, it really can kind of blend together. But when you add in pieces that can just be a pop of color, it really like elevates just the vibe. So I have some pieces that are marble, like in a white and gray tone. Then I also have this like blue tone marble. This is the only item that's actually not still available, but I will link a extremely similar one that has like gold handles. This is from Crate & Barrel, and it's very heavy and also dishwasher safe. I literally throw it in there and it's perfectly fine. I use this every single Monday, I kid you not. I have so many like serving trays, and this is the one that I reach toward, and I think it's because one, it's really thick and heavy and hardy, but two, it's dishwasher safe and easily gets into the dishwasher. But also I really like adding that pop of color onto my counter. I think that it just does something for whenever I place my foods out, if I'm like watching a show. So I think that this is great, and I think everyone should have a little pop of color in their kitchen essentials. The next item I have to show you is this massive serving bowl. Now, I know I already showed you a bowl that's very similar to this one, but that one is a lot smaller, and it's a bowl that you would use just to like eat out of. This is a serving bowl that you would use to literally serve things when people come over or for big dinners. So I use mine typically for chips if friends are over, or I'll use it for like chicken if I'm cooking something, maybe like Hawaiian chicken or something that has like a lot of sides on the outside, maybe like potatoes or steak, and something that has just a lot of additions to it. It's a really great bowl, and it's of course dishwasher safe. I don't think there's a lot of bowls that are this size that are just great for serving, so I will link this one below. It's a great serving dish, and it's very hard, very heavy, and it matches with anything that's in your kitchen just because it's white. The last item I have to show you guys is this glass, and this glass is so stunning. It's more of a shape that's kind of like a rectangle or like a square. I'm trying to hold it sideways just so you guys can like really get a good look, but I love this one because I feel like on a night where I'm not trying to have like a huge glass of wine, this is a great one. It's a little bit smaller than your average wine glass, and I also use it for whites. I also think this is a really great glass for spring and summer, because the other glass that I showed you, I typically put like reds in, but this one is just a little bit more light and airy. It's smaller, it's cuter, so I just think it's great for spring and summer. So I really pull this one out when I'm drinking with white wine, and I just think it's a really nice change from the other glass, and they're a really good juxtaposition of each other because they're so different, but they're both so unique and cute. So this one's from Crate & Barrel. It's still available, so I'll link it below like the rest of the items, and I really think this would be a great addition to your kitchen as well. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys found a lot of good essentials for your kitchen in this video. I feel like I wish that I had just seen videos like this when I was moving, because I had no idea what to buy or what basics I needed in my kitchen. So I hope this is helpful for you, and follow me over on Instagram if you want to see how I use these items, because I show what I cook on stories all the time. And I also think that if you are having any questions about anything, whether it's something that's breakable or something that I really feel like is worthwhile, anything else that you're having questions about, you can definitely send me a DM or comment below. And comment below what your favorite store is out of Target, Amazon, and Crate & Barrel, because I really do want to purchase a lot of like kitchen items from these places and just add even more to my kitchen. And I'd love to know what your favorite place is so that I can shop from there and just kind of give you my first real hand experience. So I also have another Crate and Barrel video if you guys want to watch it. It's a vlog, but I went to Crate and Barrel. I shopped, bought a ton of things, and then I ended up doing a whole haul at the end. So it's completely different items from this video, so I will link it below if you guys want to watch. I'll see you in the next one. I love you guys so much, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye, guys.